Hey there, folks. Joe checking in. I've got a video for you today. I'm back on the love seat, and I'm going to be talking about some money wisdom that I've learned over the past 5 years or so. I was basically sitting there thinking, and I'm like, hey, what can I share out with the world that's going to be no BS and it's going to help them? So I came up with 5 things that have really helped me that I try my best to live my life by in the financial realm. And I'm going to share those with you. So do me a favor. Go ahead and press the like button, the subscribe button, and if you're feeling real squirrely, the notification bell, hit that. And in exchange, I'm going to show GIFs of money, and I hope that you really enjoy them because I enjoy GIFs a lot. So I'm going to throw them up there whether you like it or not. So I hope you press those buttons. And here we go. Here's the 5 things. Now, I've got a little list here. First is your money discipline. Second, interest. Third, investing early and often. Fourth, new cars. I'm probably going to offend some of you on that one, so I hope you're ready. And fifth is money conversations. So, without further ado, here we go. Money discipline. I'm leading with this one because, in my opinion, I think it's the most important. And I'm going to kind of separate 2 different groups here just to make it easier to think about. In your financial journey, you got your first $10,000 and then everything that comes after that. So whether you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're in debt, just struggling to make ends meet, it's very tough. I've been there. Most people I know have been there. You have to build the financial skills and have the financial discipline to be able to work your way out of that through opportunity, through skill building, so many different ways. It's tough, but once you get that first 10K, it is a lot easier to make that next 10K. It's just like your first 100,000. It's really hard to make that first 100K. It's a lot easier to make the second 100K, right? Because you have the skills, wherewithal, and knowledge to do so. Here's another thing I want to hit with money discipline. If you've got 10K in your bank account, not trying to brag, but I do, right? I can go buy a Rolex or a car or take a vacation or whatever the heck I want to do with that. And I can do that literally every single day. It's sitting there and that's a temptation, right? It's out there. So if you have that temptation every day for the rest of your life. You need to be stronger than that temptation. And what I do to help me is I give those dollars a mission. Those dollars are sitting in my savings account right now, waiting for the next real estate deal, for marketing expenses, for stocks. It's an emergency fund if I need it. It's whatever I need it for, but it has a mission. It is not going to fund and anything else. It's being delayed for future investments. Right? Mainly for stocks and real estate, but that's that. If you haven't really heard much about interest yet, basically, and this is the second thing, there's 2 different types of interest. Interest that's working for you and interest that's working against you. Let's start with the against you. If you have credit card debt, consumer debt, car loans that have higher than 6% interest, you should find out your interest rates and then attack those aggressively if anything has over a 6% interest rate. So your credit cards are probably between, 17, 25%. Cars, if it's below 5%, that's not as big of an issue, but if it's over 5, for sure 6%, you need to be attacking that debt like your, Mission Impossible, aggressively, like getting pissed off every morning and getting after that debt. Someone is making money off of you, and that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. You need to be interest for an investor is only being paid to them unless they're using that as leverage. So I want you to start identifying yourself as an investor. That's your self-identity. I am an investor. People pay me, not the other way around, right? I am the bank. I am I am getting the interest. Hold yourself to that standard. That's that rich wealth mentality, right? Not about money, just the identity. Hit that. Unacceptable to be paying high interest. Aggressively attack it. None of this paying the minimum on a credit card or double it. No, you need to be aggressively attacking it. I'll get off that, but that is super important. Reach out to me if you want any help with that stuff. I would love to do so for free. I would love to help you out. Next, third, we're going to invest early and often. Now, there's two things with investing early and often. First is investing early because it gets you compound interest. People have talked about that ad nauseum. Compound interest, if you haven't heard of that before, please just Google it quick. I want to talk about something else, and it's opportunity. That's what most people aren't talking about with interest, or with investing early. So if you own a few shares of Microsoft or Apple or something that pays dividends, it's kicking you out money over the course of your investing career. So if you have, let's say the stock stayed the exact same at $200 and it's kicking you off $5 a year, you get that money every single year, and hopefully that stock grows as well. So if you're in that investment for 40 years, you're getting $5 a year for 40 years. Here's the bigger thing I want to hit, and it's the opportunity that's in front of you. And opportunities will come over the course of your investing career. So, like I was in college 08 to 12, and that's when the last real big real estate crash happened. But for anybody that bought houses back in 2012, odds are they've made a boatload of appreciation of money over the last 10 years. Over the course of your investing career, you're going to find these opportunities that will come across. There'll be bull and bear markets that'll happen. If you're investing early, you have that mindset, you have more than $10,000 ready to roll, you can take action and really change your stars because you were putting yourself in a good position and you got investing early. Versus if you waited to and it's okay if you are, but 40 or 50 years old and you're like, oh man, I really need to get investing. You've likely missed a couple of those opportunities. That's okay. There's still a bunch more in front of you. But if you can get it, if you're like 18 years old and you're watching this, like you can do some big stuff by the time you're just even 30 years old. So good luck to you on that. Also, when you're investing in things that you know. So real estate, your business, stocks. And if you don't know stocks, invest in index funds. Great strategy. Invest in things you know. If you don't know things, don't invest in them. Simple rule. Also, if somebody has a Lamborghini and they're sitting on it and it may or may not be rented and they're telling you about this thing, that this course they're going to sell you or this thing they're going to do and it's going to make you all this money and nobody else is doing it, you don't ever want to do those things. Right? Crypto day trading in general, crypto trading, shady wholesalers, like all this stuff, you want to avoid all these like the plague. It's the quickest way to lose money. Speaking of losing money, let's go on to number 4. And I apologize in advance if I get fired up on this one, but this one's new cars. And I'm doing my best right now not to take shots at everybody I've seen over the last few years on Instagram and Facebook. And I know a lot of these people that are buying new cars, and they shouldn't be. And I could start a whole different channel just on like ripping on new car purchases, but I will digress and I won't. Here's a quick stat for you, and you can look this up. It's on through NerdWallet, and you can find tons of different sites that reference this. After 5 years, a new car loses roughly 60% of its value. So a $30,000 car will go down to about 15, 14 in a hurry. If your net worth is less than $100,000, we'll just say, and for a lot of these people, likely their net worth is that. If you lose 15 grand over the course of 5 years, you can't afford that. That should make you want to puke, vomit, hurl, blow chunks. Here's a couple quick rules for you. If you're going to buy a car, you want to buy the car at 5 years old or a little bit older, that's in good condition, well cared for. Maybe a little old lady was driving it, didn't put very many miles on it, but she's eaten, or they have eating that depreciation. You get to buy it smart. Always buy smart. So cars that are 5 years old. Now you do, or older, you do that until you at least have a minimum, and this is minimum, $500,000 net worth. Once a $500,000 net worth is hit, you can buy your first new car. I would rather you wait till you have 750 or better yet, $1 million net worth, and that's your thank you to yourself. You get $1,400,000 net worth, you can buy a $40,000 car. Congratulations, it's not going to hurt you as much as if you have 50, 60 grand to your name. So again, buy cars that are 5 years old or older, and you can't buy a new car until you have a $500,000 net worth. So I probably just pissed off everybody's parents, probably a few of you as well. I don't care. I can prove the math. I'm right. Make good financial decisions. Last, money conversations. Here's the question. How do you surround yourself with people that want to talk about money, business, marketing, making some wealth, changing people's lives, doing good things, leaving big tips? How do you get around people like that? Volunteer your time. Take them out to coffee. Attend REIA meetings, real estate investing associations. Ask your coworkers. Find your rich uncle. I don't care who they are. Brush your teeth first and go hang out with them. Find ways to get around these people. I don't know, rent from them if you have to. Whatever the heck you got to do to get around these people, right? Like, I really enjoy being around my brother. My brother makes more money than me. I live with my brother in his duplex that he's house hacking. This is one of the best ways for me to get around people and get really close to them that I want to be around and learn and grow from. Right? Schedule weekly calls with them. It doesn't matter what you do, but get around these people. That is one of the biggest ways to change the culture of your life and your finances. So let's do a quick recap here. So your money discipline was the first thing. You got to have discipline with finances. Just because you can buy a Rolex doesn't mean you should. Second, interest. It's either working for you or against you. It is unacceptable to be paying high interest. Get rid of that ASAP. Third, invest early and often. Take advantage of the opportunities that come across over the rest of your life. Fourth, new cars. I'm raging inside right now. Stop buying new cars. And number 5, money conversations. Have them as often as possible with people that you want to have those conversations with. And it's okay to have friends that don't want to talk about money. Just make sure you have some that do if that's something that you're after. If you don't care about money, why are you watching me still? I'm sitting on a love seat ranting. Who cares? Hey, thank you so much for your time. Follow me over on Instagram if you want, duplex_Joe. Interact with me over there. Leave something in the comments if you want. Again, if you didn't, make sure you're subscribing and liking the video. Thank you so much for your time, and stay on the path. Have a great day.